Nerdbox.
Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I am accompanied by my wife Jennifer, and things may be a little bit different. So let's jump right into it. The DCEU. More drama than a dysfunctional family on the Dr. Phil show. Toss in James Gunn's relationship with Disney, and we have digressed into the Jerry Springer show, where comic book fans trade barbs with each other over what DC film is actually good. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers executives look on in a state of confusion, unsure of what the hell to do next. And what am I talking about? The Suicide Squad. Fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
The government needs some dirty work done, again, and rounds up a new squad of supervillains, or super freaks, whatever you want to call them, featuring Bloodsport, Peacemaker, King Shark, and others to destroy a Nazi-era laboratory, Jotunheim, that holds a secretive experiment known as Project Starfish, deep in the jungle.
Super freaks?
Yeah.
Sounds like a new Saturday morning cartoon that should come out. Like they used to have the Super Friends.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You have like a rat catcher and the freaking weasel and a shark and Peacemaker that wears a toilet bowl on his head.
Alright, so let's jump into this. DCEU good. Movie theater good. What's your thoughts?
Okay, well, I'm not a big fan of DCEU as far as movies go. Never have been. Marvel's number one for me. I just think that they put out better movies. That's just what I think. So, do I think it was movie theater good, DCEU good? I think it was both. I enjoyed myself in the theater. It was funny. I laughed a lot, even though I didn't want to see it in the first place.
Yeah, you did.
I did not want to see it.
I got lectured.
Yes, but I laughed a lot. So, but I also agree that it's DCEU good because I don't think they put out really good movies. And the movie wasn't fantastic, but it kept me entertained. And, you know, in this world right now, we need some entertainment. So it did its job, I guess.
Yeah, I like the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I like the twist throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I was very surprised by who lived and who died.
Spoilers, that's more than enough. Don't get
really,
that
because
anymore.
they don't know that people die in Suicide Squad.
I didn't know people died until I seen the damn movie.
You have to expect it. It's Suicide Squad.
Later.
Good characters, good twists, good action, good, which was missing from the first one, good dialogue between characters.
Oh, yeah.
And good charisma.
Absolutely. The dialogue and the charisma was amazing. I think that these actors really bounced off each other very well. It didn't seem fake. It didn't seem like they were forcing it. They seemed to just really, just casually going back and forth.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like the first movie it kind of felt like a Will Smith kind of movie. He's like, oh, I got all this swag with me and I'm suave and all this stuff.
Well, that explains it because Will Smith was in it.
But we haven't really seen one in a while, but he does typically do some pretty decent movies.
He does, but he does have that swag and that attitude.
It seems really over the top in the first one, and while we saw that in a drive-in and we've seen it a few times, it's not really a good movie, whereas this movie, I think, is a lot better, head and shoulders over the other one. Now, since James Gunn has directed it, I think there's going to be probably a lot of comparisons between this and Guardians. I don't really think. Maybe the music aspect of the movie and the way he intertwined the music into the scenes, that's really the only thing you can really compare.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, he loves good music and likes to really put that into his movies. So I think that's probably the only thing, though. There really were no comparisons otherwise.
Yep. Idris, John Cena, great. Idris, John Cena, what she said, did great together.
They did.
John Cena, let's face it, John Cena, when it comes to comedies, I think he always hits it out of the park. I think of the wrestler turned movie stars that we have out there between him, Batista, and The Rock. He's the weaker of the three because I think his range is smaller.
Yeah.
But when it comes to comedy, the guy kills it in comedy.
He does. But I think a lot of that has to go back to like his mic skills in wrestling. He does know how to bring it when he's speaking into the mic at a wrestling match.
You were with me at Fast 9, right? You seen how bad he was on screen?
That movie was horrible. Everyone was bad on screen.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So yeah, those two characters were great. I didn't expect to like the Polka Dot Man. I was like, oh my god, the Polka Dot Man. This is one of the reasons why I never really got into DC Comics as a kid.
Yeah.
The Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. And that gets brought up in the movie. I mean, he gets made fun of.
But he was great too.
He was.
Yeah.
He was, and he's been in a lot of movies though. It's not like he's some like new actor. He's really been in a lot of big movies. Mm-hmm. And he is really good. He was really good in the part, and even though he was getting made fun of, he played it off well. He was okay with it.
All the characters that were in this film I liked, where the other one I didn't care for half of them, so I couldn't get invested in any of the characters. There's even a Jar Jar Binks character, and gets his just due, I think. What do you rate it?
I went back and forth on this one.
Oh, yeah?
A lot. Yeah, I don't want to rate it too high, but I don't want to, like, undersell it either, but I don't want to oversell it, because some people just aren't going to like it. There were some comments on my Facebook from people who didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it an A-.
Oh, okay. I'm going with an A.
I think with Suicide Squad, my rating could go up once I watch the unrated version.
Yes.
The theatrical version is different. It's shorter. And obviously there are things missing, because I know some people who watched it on HBO Max. And so I know there are some scenes that I missed. So, once I watch it, the unrated version, that may go up to like an A+.
So I'm saving the plus for the unrated version. That's it. That's final right there. Because that now triggers my mind. There were scenes that I heard that were in this movie that we just didn't see on the screen. Mm-mm. In fact, we just did an episode of 5 things on 5 greatest comic books movies that you should watch all time, and this may have made that list if I saw it beforehand. And you should go check out that episode. And here are some of the controversy in those picks, too.
Yeah, especially from our son.
He wasn't in that one.
Oh, that was the other one.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. That is our review on the movie. Changing some things up a little bit with how we deliver the reviews here. I think we'll have a little bit more fun with it as we prepare for October, which will be 31 days of Halloween and 31 days of horror movies. So we'll have a review up every single day for Halloween. This way you can get to check out some things that aren't Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface, which only has 1 or 2 good movies anyway. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give you some new options to choose from. A couple of foreign movies we'll throw in there too, but it's definitely a lot of lesser known titles that are deserving to be watched this Halloween. Now, the next thing you need to do is like the video. Let us know what you think of Suicide Squad. Were you fanboying out and now you hate the movie because it didn't meet what you expected it to do? Do you like other DCEU films like my son Owen? They're just bad. Sorry to break it to you. But this one is the best one of those. Let us know. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you're seeing in the theaters. If you're going back to the theaters, are you excited about any movies that are coming out? Also, if you look at that subscribe button and it says and it says subscribe, you need to click on it so it says subscribed, and it turns gray. I think that's the color.
Yeah, it goes from red to gray, I think.
It's a color. If you're colorblind, you don't even know what color we're talking about. Then slide over to the right, hit the notification bell so you get notifications of more reviews that come out and other shows that come out. 5 Things is about to wrap up, and then we're kicking off another show. Noah's whatever it is now, Toy Shop of Horror or Toy Shop of Things and More is coming up next. That'll be the second show that we run out, and then we'll have a second season of 5 Things. And then we have Donna Jean's Coffee House of Horror, which she just dropped an interview this week. So, until the next, see ya.
See ya.